Hey y'all, in this video I'm going to show you the silencer from buckrail.com for the Crosman 2240. I really like this little gun. It's CO2 powered. It's really accurate and shoots pellets. And I also found out that the scope mounts that I really had the 1377 and 1322 in mind, but they work really well with the 2240 as well, and I imagine they work with the 2300 and 2400, but they're self-aligning whenever you go to install them, so that's a really nice benefit, and they seem to work really well, for sure with the 2240. But anyways, I'm going to show you just real quick firing test with no silencer. I will show you how to install the silencer, which is super simple, and that's it. So let me go ahead and do a firing test. Load up a 22 pellet. I have a fresh CO2 cartridge in there. All right. So to get the silencer on, first thing you'll have to do is you'll have to knock this front sight off. Obviously it'd be better to not have this on, but this one, mine's kind of loose already anyway. I could probably just push it off with my hand, but I'm going to show you what you need to do. Line a piece of wood up right here, and then take a hammer and hit it like that. And there that goes. That just flew away. But once you get that off, you can see that it has a little flat up here to align that plastic cap so that the front sight is aligned right. And I used that feature for the silencer that I made as well. It has a flat sighted there, so make sure, and it has the front sight if you want to just use open sights with it. Yeah, so you'll line the front sight up, and you can kind of feel whenever it's lined up with that flat, and push it in there. Should be a nice tight fit. So that's good to go. Now I'll go ahead and do another firing test with the silencer on. I'll put them side by side at the end of this video. There you go. Really makes a big difference. The inside of the silencer, it has cone-shaped baffles. I think it's got, in this one I did 7, and it seems to work really well. It changed the characteristic of the sound for sure. It makes it less sharp and more of a dull thud. And it might be hard to tell because you can hear my pellets hitting the pellet trap, but it doesn't echo throughout the neighborhood like it did before. So it really serves my purposes. You could still take the cap off here and put CO2 cartridges in without this interfering. I don't know how well this will hold up to taking off and putting it back on over and over again constantly, but so I wanted to make sure that it could be put together and then not taken apart for a while. And it's made with ABS plastic. It is 3D printed, and really what I'm going for is just a nice cheap option in order to get a 2240 silenced, and also provide a nice little feature with the open sight. Oh, and that's the other thing. The front sight, I made it a little high. If you want to maybe shoot longer distances, and maybe if you have a scope mount on here or something too, you can file or sand this down a little bit, and then you can just take a little bit of acetone on a paintbrush and coat it, and it'll make it a nice black glossy finish or satin finish like it is now. Whenever you go to sand and file that ABS plastic, it turns kind of a grayish or white color right there. So that's the nice thing. You can kind of treat it with that acetone, and it'll make it look like it never happened if you wanted to file that down some. But that's it. Thanks for watching.